Hello, and Randy here, working in the upstairs bedroom here on insulation here again today. We've got some insulation left to finish up here from the last video, our insulation installation here. Try saying that a couple times fast. That's a bit of a tricky one there, but anyway, we'll go over this real quick here a minute, and then we'll get started on these various projects that need to be completed first before we can put the insulation in. And real quick, if you didn't see the last video of it, got the insulation up and finished on that wall here. Before we do any more insulation in here though, first off, I'm not going to probably bother doing anything here, but at least on this wall, I want to slap a piece of drywall on, then slap my 2x4s on, so I can have something. I need something to put the drywall on this way, right? I mean, there's nothing to attach the drywall over in this corner. So again, drywall, put my 2x4 over the drywall. A little bit of, I know, unconventional installation there, but I figured that'd probably be the easiest way to do that. And then we can continue insulating that. Plus, I want to do something in here first, too, before I actually do that. So that's a whole other project. Starting in this corner of it, I want to move this 2x4 here just a little bit. If you look at the top and then the bottom here as well, but it's not right tight up against the bottom there. And I think there's a couple nails in it here and there as well. So I want to cut some of those nails and see if I can get it tight so you don't see that space down there. Same story up here as well. I basically want to get that tight. Once it's tight, I need to put some boards across here so we have a nailing surface both on this side and this side here again for drywall. That'll finish that one, then we can finish that up. I'm still also thinking about this area up here. I'm not sure. I want to do something up there. I don't know if I just want to stick some bats up in there or if I want to do something more. I'm still thinking on that one. I kind of want to do more than just bats, but what? I don't know. Anyway, that piece, oh, yeah, we just got the register there. Still not sure about that one, Evan. That corner here, just need to finish up that piece there, and that's going to involve climbing back in here. I don't know if you can see that back there or not. Again, I should have done that before I put that piece in. Talked about that in the last video. Moving on to the next corner, Evan. We've got just a little bit down there. I want to spray foam inside of that wall there. I showed this, I think, in the last video. There's like a little short piece of board that comes up and blocks. There's like a hollow space inside of there. I want to spray foam that all shut. And that'll probably be our first project for this video. We're going to drill some holes in there and spray foam that shut. I've got the insulation cut for it. So once we're done spray foaming, we'll put that up. Next corner, we need to finish cutting the lath off over here. Once we got that all cut off, then we can put the insulation up there as well. Again, that is all cut and laying here. And that's going to be the two pieces there in the corner. Next up, in the missing spot here, we got the old electrical. I want to get rid of that old electrical before I put the insulation covering that up. And we'll probably actually take that all the way back to the other bedroom. I'm pretty sure at least that's where that runs, Evan. So we'll probably cut that out of the other bedroom there. And just, yeah, get rid of that whole line. It also runs back behind here as well. Oh yeah, there it is right there, Evan. We're going to get rid of that too, so that whole bit will just be gone. Don't need that anymore. Got all new electrical up here, so that'll be a lot nicer. And then just moving on, I have a couple of random spots. We'll probably spray foam that shut. Need a little spray foam up there as well. That piece of insulation was cut from another piece, and it's like, you know what? It is so close, Evan. Rather than cut another one, I'm just going to use that, and we'll throw some spray foam up in there, and that should be good, right? So yeah, we're almost done with the insulation. I mean, we just have some random projects we need to finish before we can finish the insulation, right? So let's get started on that. We're going to drill some holes over there. And for drilling, Evan, I've got one of, I think, the meanest drill bits here this side of the Mississippi here. This is a Diablo. I don't know what they actually call this particular bit here. It's just like a wood boring bit, but oh my goodness, Evan, this thing will just eat through wood like you've never seen. And I don't know if you can tell them, but basically from here down, we've got a hollow space inside there. So my plan is we're just going to drill, I don't know, maybe every couple inches here. Drill inside there. Oh, there's actually spray foam in that one. Probably came down from the top. Let's see what's here. We'll just go, I don't know how often. Yep, hollow inside there. Same thing here, one. Oh, yeah, that's a real wrist. Okay, I better put the camera down so I can hold this with both hands. Otherwise, I'm going to lose a wrist with this one. have to let that set till tomorrow, and we'll see how much actually comes like bulging out of there. Hopefully it's not like too crazy. You never know though, because it's kind of hard to tell how much was in there. I wanted to make sure I filled it all the way up, so hopefully that doesn't cause any problems too. I mean, sometimes you got to be careful with the spray foam here. Now, at least in my experience of it, as long as you have somewhere for the spray foam to come out of, I've never had it like actually do any damage, like move anything or like, you know, push on any doors. Like I said, again, as long as you have like space for it to come out, I mean, I've always been fine, but that's gonna be a big old piece coming out of there. Oh well. And moving on to the next corner, we'll go ahead and nip all that lath and plaster off there. That lath and plaster, or the lath here in this case, continues on to the next room. So they just ran it from this room right into the next room here. So we'll go ahead and cut that off right inside there. Okay, next day I finished lopping off all the lath along here. Again, the lath are the boards here, by the way. This is plaster, that's lath. You get lath and plaster. So yeah, finished lopping all those off of it. Ready to put the 2 pieces of insulation up in there. Also, since yesterday, that spray foam is set up over there, so I figure we'll get that piece in. Oh, maybe I might have to do a little cleaning up along the top there, too. I just seen that. Apparently, I put some spray foam up there. So yeah, we'll get that piece up, and we'll get these 2 pieces up as well. And then we'll move on to the next fun one here. Okay, well, that corner is finished, and I thought I had this corner finished until I just realized something here, everyone. I don't have anything in this corner here to attach my drywall to. Yeah, I might have to... Well, you know what? I can actually maybe just fold that piece back in there. I can leave those staples on, but I'll have to get a border inside there. So we actually have something to staple to, because that will be less than ideal in my opinion like that. Definitely want, you know, we got a board here. I want a board to attach the drywall to in that corner as well. Anyway, that's another story for another time, Evan. Let's start on this one here next, and I'm hoping to go to the other bedroom, Evan. See if I can disconnect the wire over there, and maybe, just maybe, pull it from here rather than having to climb up in the attic. What are the chances? Okay, well, this is the offending outlet here, and I should probably really crawl back in behind this crawl space here. But we'll see what we can get from this side here. Now, keep in mind, this is live here yet, everyone. Yeah, so that should make things interesting. Nothing to worry about, right? We'll see if we can get this out of here. I might have to go shut the breaker off, depending on what we suspicious things we find back in here. Ooh, and there's some nice cold air coming in through there, too. Lovely. Sparky, Sparky. Whoops. That's, They did not believe in give us any extra wire on this box, did they? How nice of them. I kind of want to get in there and trim that wire, but it's so stinking short, everyone, that... He thinks I tripped the breaker, everyone. Probably for the best. But the wire we need, I believe, is this one here, so... Okay, we're going to go to the other end of it and see if we can pull that wire. If not, I'm going to have to go back inside the crawl space here. Plus, I need to cap those off yet, too. Okay, but I'm not sure which wire is which here, but if we, okay, that's the one over there, I do believe. We can actually go, there's my cutters here. Let's climb back in here, seeing as how the breaker's off, everyone. Well, and we got it disconnected now. I can actually cut this here. And get rid of that one. That one should pull out. Nice one, they don't have it fastened up there anyway. But now, what's the chance this one will pull? Ooh. Yeah, maybe with two hands. Oh, it's pulling that one. There we go, but look at that. Done. That was easy. Don't have to crawl up in the attic or nothing. And I will spray foam those holes shut, by the way. Okay, now that we got the old electrical out of there one, we can add the last piece of insulation in there, and then that will about do it for this wall, except for up there. I'm going to spray foam that in yet. Oh, man, that's right, over there as well. Then this wall should be, I think, completely done. And this brings us to the last corner here. Well, at least I'm calling it a corner anyway. This corner right here. We need to see if we can move this 2x4 here. Just needs to come forward a little bit. And then I don't have the lumber for it yet, Evan, but we also need to put a piece of board across here as well. I'm probably going to get some 1x material. We need some 1x material for this one. And then I'll probably do the same thing over there as well. We'll put some 1x on there. So that way we have something to attach the drywall to. Now, first things first, let's see if we can cut some of the nails that are holding this on here. Move that over, and assuming we can move it over, then we should be ready to... Well, no, I need to put a board on there before I can really insulate it, can't I? I guess I can stick the insulation on there, just I don't want to staple it up yet until I put the board on. Well, I was able to move the bottom here, but I cannot move the top. I thought it was maybe nailed in right here, but I don't think it is. I think it's actually running further up into the roof, everyone, so I am probably not going to be able to move that board. Actually, I wonder if it's... it might even be nailed on from this side of it. I don't know. So I'll probably just have to like put a shim on there or something. I'm going to shim it out. Again, we're maybe a 1/4 inch up there. So when I put that board on there, I'm just going to have to like shim it out about a 1/4 inch, and that should be good. We're good on the bottom here, but yeah, up there, not real happy with that one, Evan. So we'll just have to work around it, I think. Next up, Evan, I figured out what I wanted to do up there. I've got a couple solid pieces of foam up there. We'll go ahead and spray foam around those, make those nice and tight. Again, that section there is open up into the attic there, so I wanted to have that sealed off really well. Like I said, with that solid insulation and spray foam, Evan, that should do the trick there quite nicely. Okay, I've got the rest of the insulation cut for inside of here and the 2 bays here as well. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just set those up here. For now, I am not going to staple those in. I'm just going to set them in there, and I might be able to, yeah, I could probably staple this one in, Evan. I won't staple this one in here yet. And then once we got that insulation up there, and hopefully it'll start feeling a little bit warmer up here. It's been cold outside here the last couple days here again. So yes, being able to keep a little heat in this room would be appreciated. Okay, I've got the last of the insulation up here. Well, at least I did until I grabbed the camera here and that piece fell down. This last stud bay here is like 16 inches wide. So once we put the 2x, oh, that's nice, left a piece on there too. Once we put the 2x4 on here, that should reduce that stud bay down to 14 inches, and that should hold that insulation. But for now, yeah, it fell out. And again, I don't want to staple this up here yet, I want to get back inside there yet. So we'll leave that open for now. Plus, I need to put a board on there, so I can't staple that one. Plus, I'm going to have to cut this. This is like a 12-inch wide stud bay. I didn't realize that until I measured. I'm like, oh, that's a little short, isn't it? Oh, well. Anyway, we're going to move on to this wall, I'm going to start taping in here. Doing a little extra step here. Is it necessary? I don't know, but I am taping all the seams, taping over all the wood here as well. I'm using, what do they call this tape? Vapor tape? Vapor barrier tape. So, yeah, this is a vapor barrier tape here. At least on this wall, and for sure this wall, but I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'll do it. I don't know if I'll do it in that wall, because, I mean, technically, we got a heated space. Well, I shouldn't really, conditioned space. It's not really heated, because there's no HVAC in there, right? But it is an insulated space, so I'm not too worried, about what's between here and here. And then the same thing on that wall. I definitely won't worry about that wall. That wall is going to stay the way it is, that one. But yeah, I might do that wall. For sure, I'm going to do the outside wall here. And for sure, I'm going to do this wall. So, again, just keep everything sealed up. Because, again, we got roof on that side with vents. Exterior wall. It's technically the same thing there, but I am working on sealing that up, so not too worried about that one. Anyway, we'll start over here and start taping. Well, Evan, what do you folks think? Does that change the look of the room at all? Yeah, that sure makes it look different if you ask me, Evan. I got that all taped up. Again, this piece here, Evan, is not stapled on yet. I need to get some boards in behind there so we have something to put the drywall in for in the closet there. So once that's done, then I can staple that up and finish taping that one. And I was looking at it, I was like, you know what? I missed two pieces up there. And wait a minute. This just connects through to the closet. I don't think I really need insulation up there. Well, I don't know. I might still put insulation up there. We'll see on 7. I've got all kinds of little short pieces left, so I don't know. Ain't gonna hurt, I guess, if we stick some up there. Don't have this wall done yet. Again, I'm not too concerned about that wall of one. Same thing in this corner too. I need to put a board on here of one. So again, I have drywall to staple on too. Once that's done, then we can finish that up as well. So anyway, I think that's going to about do it here for this video. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.